that we don't normally do this. Maybe it was. Maybe this is a dream. It's 10 seconds till it starts, okay?
This is the XboxCast.
Evening. I'm good. It's me and you. We've taken over. No, Carl. No, you can't handle it. You can't handle going out. That whole kind of people. Yeah. You did the proper geek thing. You kind of stood there quietly in the background watching. Everybody, yeah. That's right. And you're not sick. Yeah, true, because you're now going to get off Carl, aren't you? Yeah, awesome. Yeah, see, I'll be thinking, I need to get sick now, not be sick over the weekend. That's what I'll be thinking. Because that's what will happen. You'll be fine all weekend. Saturday and Sunday you'll be sick, and then you'll be back on Monday. Yeah. Ah, yeah, it's perfectly planned. Yeah, get it out of the way. Oh, yeah, we should check, actually. He said he was going to be. He's not talking to us, though. Oh, cool. Hippo HQ. Nice. I haven't heard him for a while. He must be due to come on. I'm confused, so. It's like double game face this week. Yes, but we had game face on Monday-ish. A kind of game face on Monday. A special. Yeah, but there's so much games in your face. Like it was... Yeah, see? Yeah, 2 weeks in. It's been crazy. Our community is insane. They're nuts. I think it works because we're 2 weeks in, so it's kind of halfway. So this is what people have achieved so far in halfway. So yeah, definitely, yeah. Especially if the guys keep up the speed that they're doing it currently. Yes. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Tweet us or something. Yeah, tweet us something. Call us. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my number is. Yeah, 555. Always 555. Yeah. But wait, so Kingsman's not Achievement Hunter anymore, he says. Is he? I'm doubting him. Yes. No, not at all. No, there's some horrible achievements in that game, isn't there? I think he got bored like everyone else. I think he just had enough of it after a while. It's just the same thing over and over again. So.
The first game's very easy. The second one is apparently not. Or so says Kingsman.
It's really long, he said, didn't he?
Yeah,
Like
much
it's
longer.
ridiculously long or something, yeah.
I watched Carl play the first one. It's tedious.
Okay.
It's tedious.
Is it one
You
of
have
those,
to-
like, 1,000-point easy completion ones?
Yeah, he played it for April.
Okay.
Yeah. You have to run around kind of like a Mario type world collecting mushrooms. But the mushrooms are all in a line.
Oh, okay.
You follow the line.
Yeah.
I don't remember there being puzzles, but there might be. Just trying to figure out how to get to
Yep.
the next mushroom.
Not falling off stuff.
Exactly. Yeah, there was a lot of dying. Kingsman has also completed Super Toy Cars 2.
No idea what that is.
No idea. I think I'm going to mix this up. I think that's a 360 game. I'm sorry, Kingsman, if I'm wrong. And then lastly, for mid-June, Kingsman has finished Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising.
Yes, we asked him, did you hear about how he completed it?
No.
He had one mission to do, and it was a multiplayer mission, and he had just hit up someone in TA.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
TA's
Yeah,
good
that's
like that.
Yeah. So it's quite cool, just kind of go and ask.
Very neat. Now we're going on to Neomaster's completed games. The man has been playing Lego games,
Yes.
which are good fun, but can get quite tedious.
Oh,
So
they're really tedious, aren't they? Because they, the kind of pickups, aren't they? You have to go and find all the, and have to work the right character in the right mode, in the right game, or the right level to get to this right spot. Like, you can't just go picking anyone.
that's right. If I'm going to go through this list backwards, actually, Lee. So Neomaster has finished Time Carnage, Age of Booty, which I'd never heard of before.
Is that a bum game, or is that a ship game?
I think it was like a treasure game.
A treasure booty game. Okay.
Oh yeah, I've just butchered that one as well. I don't know. These games are so.
It's a 360
Niche.
game. He started
Is
it in
it?
May 13. He started that game.
There we go. See, this is my favorite thing about June. Just
Yeah.
knocking off those.
I know. I was just looking
ancient
at
games.
so Time Carnage. Kingsman started in 2019.
Oh, nice. Yes.
Yeah, and Woodle Tree 2 is an Xbox One game. What was the other one? you
Yeah,
played?
that one's fairly new.
Oh, Super Toy Cars 2 is a Xbox One game as well.
Oh, okay. I got that one wrong. So, yes, Neomaster finished Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. And speaking of tedious, he also finished Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. So that's all 6 games.
All 6
And
games.
he was saying you have to play through each chapter 4 times.
4 times, yes.
Incredible. And one of those times is like a time trial, right? So if you get it wrong, if you muck up,
really?
you could
See,
do it again.
I just couldn't do that. It would drive me nuts.
It would. If you did it as a slow burn, you know, it would be okay. But if you tried to complete the whole thing in a month,
Oh, less than 2 weeks. He's done that in 2 weeks, hasn't he? I don't know how far he was before he started it.
well, it would have been a backlog game, so he would have started it a while ago. Also, you can look this up, Lee. I think this might be a 360 game. The Complete Saga. I think there's a 1 version and a 360 version.
I'm just looking now. Talking with yourselves.
That's all right. And then the last one I'm going to mention for Neomaster, I am beyond stoked for him to have finished this game. It's in the world of Mordor called Guardians of Middle Earth.
Yes, I just saw that go past. Well, he started that one in 2016. He started that game.
Yeah. And I believe he just had 2 achievements to go. Well, he did when I looked. And they were multiplayer achievements. Now, if I recall, it wasn't as easy as finding someone to help him do this. I believe the multiplayer was kind of region locked. So he had to find someone in Australasia.
Oh, it's a
That
certain
was happy to
servers or
play.
something.
Yeah. Yeah. And that was proving
What a
tricky.
nightmare. Yeah.
It's a 360 game. It's been delisted, so you can't buy it to help him out. It needed to be someone who already owned it and was willing to play with him
And
and
possibly
lived in.
completed it as well, I suspect. so they knew
Probably,
what was
yeah.
happening.
So they would have to be very generous.
Yes, given up their time, yeah, definitely. That Lego is a 360 game. And he started that in
Right.
2014, 8 years ago.
I'm so excited for these people to finish these 360 games.
Yeah.
The sooner we can forget about the old gen, I think the easier it's going to be for these poor achievement hunters.
Because they're the worst. Their achievements are the worst as well.
They're hard. They're hard. Now, one of the games I've been playing this month that is not part of my game stories because nothing interesting has happened is Final Fantasy 13.
Oh, yes, I
And-
saw all the pictures you dropped.
Yeah, I started that in 2017. That game. It was one of the first Xbox games I ever played, and it's a 360 game.
Are you enjoying it?
So I'll be, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Question mark, yes. Okay.
I boot up this game and make a little bit of progress about every 2 years.
Okay.
So I have to relearn how to play, but I'm actually near the end. So I'm really hoping to finish it this month because it'll be nice.
And that'll be a story finish.
It'll be a story finish, yes. Although before I left New Zealand, I had an A4 piece of paper that had my progress. Now this was before we started a podcast. I didn't even know what achievement hunting was, but I managed to get a checklist of every weapon in the game because there's an achievement to get every
go and
weapon
pick
in the
them all
game.
up.
So I had my trusty little highlighter, which I brought with me, and I would sit this piece of paper next to me while I played.
Of course
And
you
when I
did.
Picked up an item.
Wait. Wasn't it on a spreadsheet? Surely it would have been on a spreadsheet. Or was this pre-spreadsheet?
Oh my word! You're saying I was born before 1990? What? Eight? I don't know. No, this was someone else's list that was actually in a text file.
Oh, nice.
So it had the little lines that you get,
Yeah.
dashes and such. And yeah, as I would go, just ticking them off as I went.
Found it. Excellent.
I thought I had taken a photo of that screenshot before I left New Zealand, but I can't find it on OneDrive.
We lost
So-
to the cloud somewhere.
Exactly. So I just want to mention our last week's completions, you and I, Lee.
Yes.
Last week I finished Nexoria,
Yep, it's awesome.
and last week you finished Shadow of Mordor,
Yes, I did. Which is also
And-
awesome.
Gears of War.
And Gears, yeah. Or actually, Gears was the week before, and then this week was Shadow of Mordor.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's all right. That's fine.
All right, well, we've finished the list, or the list
Actually,
we know of.
we've missed some.
Oh,
So
really?
Kingsman did Minecraft.
No, that doesn't count.
He's
That was-
completed them though.
That was DLC. New DLC.
Oh, is it? Because it says Minecraft here. It doesn't say DLC.
Yeah, no.
It's
no,
Minecraft.
I got my eye on that man.
Ah, he's dodgy, isn't he?
Kingsman, you can correct me if I'm wrong and we can shout you out next week, but no, that doesn't count.
What about Alan Wake?
Who
Alan
was
Wake
that?
remastered, Neomaster.
Oh, sorry, I must have missed that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well done, Neo.
It's not a little game to complete as well, that's it.
No, it's not. That game is on my to-play list, though.
It's awesome. I've got the original, not remastered, I've got the original. It's cool.
Are you interested in playing the remaster?
Yeah, possibly. But I don't know if I want to buy it, that's the only problem. Because I've already bought
Yeah.
it once. I'm not getting into that habit again of buying the same game 4 times,
Yep.
which I've done for games.
Okay, we're going to have to pause the stream, Lee,
Why?
because they can't hear you, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, there's no one in the chat, is there? No one's talking
Those
in the
messages
chat.
were 10 minutes ago as well.
No one's in chat.
This is on Twitch.
Yeah, I get Twitch. Oh, well.
Sorry, I was only looking at our YouTube chat and I wasn't looking at the Twitch chat.
My microphone's doing stuff. That's weird.
Oh, okay, Tony says you can hear both now. So we were okay. Did we fix in the last 10 minutes somehow? Although-
Initially, I think you had an issue, which I fixed.
I had an issue.
Yes. But I fixed it. Well, quietly while you were talking, I fixed it.
What was my issue?
You were quiet. You couldn't hear you.
Oh,
Yeah. So I fixed that. That was ages ago, though.
yeah. They said they
The
can only
messages
hear
might be
me.
quite old. I don't know why my...
It says 4:47. Yeah, that's 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
So
I
we're
would've
good now,
fixed-
Tony? and then we can carry on. Thank you for letting us know. Sorry we weren't watching.
My Twitch is not doing Twitchy stuff. My normal chat thing doesn't do anything. Normally it messages me.
Cool.
Hello?
Thank you. Right, do you want to carry on?
Oh, that's broken. My chat thing's broken. That's what the problem is.
Uh-huh.
I love how things break when you don't touch them. It's incredible.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the chat thing's broken, and but the stream's obviously working still. Oh my god. Okay. So shall I talk about Shadow of Mordor then?
Yes.
As you spoiled it for everybody.
I'm so sorry.
We had a meeting and everything. Wow.
We did.
I'm not sure how far I was last week with this game, or how close I was to completing it.
If I recall, you had finished the main game and one of the DLC?
No, I haven't done
No,
anything.
that's
I've
me.
left the deal, so no.
Sorry.
That's you complete. Okay, so what I've done everything. I'm at 99% complete in that game. The only thing I've got to do is fight the what is it? It's like it's the big guy, the kind of really big evil guy, and you fight him in the mission when you do it with the dwarf guy. So that's all I've got left in the whole game, which is that one kind of achievement of killing 10 different types of creatures.
Yes.
Yes, there's an achievement for doing that.
Oh, yes. You know, I had a look at your achievements. I compared them with mine. I was super impressed with all the collectibles you've been going through.
I got all the collectibles except one. I've got all the collectibles of all the kind of the walls and stuff like that. But the only thing I haven't done is that animal. But I managed to pick up all the. I remember the first time I was on PC, I couldn't find all the different medicine stuff that you pick up, all the different healing things. So I went on a mission this time and actually went, right, okay, and I worked out where you go to find all the stuff. And
good on you. I haven't done that yet.
Such a cool game. Really love the game. Like the controls are amazing. The only thing that lets the whole game down is actually the end when it's a video, and you press up and then you press X. And then you
the
press
quick
Y.
time events.
The quick time events at the end. It's like really weird because one of the guys you fight is really hard to kill, and he's kind of like he's almost like the one of the bad goblin kind of guys running it place. And you meet him and it's like one of the main missions. You have to take him out, and I think he knocks over. You remember there's a kind of orc guy that you kind of help to get promoted up. He's got a really
skinny dude.
Skinny dude, yeah. So you kind of help him to get promoted, and then using him, you get to this other main guy, and there's this big battle, and it's really difficult. It took me like 4 or 5 goes to get this battle, because you you attack this guy who you struggle to hurt, and then they're chucking lots of orcs at you, and it's just it's a proper kind of boss battle. But that's probably the hardest thing there is in that whole game, because you're not that powerful at the time, so you don't have all the shadow strikes, you don't have all the kind of kill stuff. Because as you get further into the game, you get more powerful, and then the game actually gets really easy. Like it's taking out all the war chiefs is not that difficult, as long as you know what they're. As long as you go around picking up all the information about them and find out what the weakness is.
Okay, here's a question. Because you do find the weaknesses. What do you find the trickiest weakness to exploit?
Ones that only have weaknesses like the bees or the maybe fire or caragors or something. Yeah, maybe because it's not always easy to get near them fire.
Yes.
Especially fire is a hard one to get. So if they're stood next to a bonfire, you're like excellent. You shoot it and that takes half the health. Yep. And then they're on fire, and then you kind of got to start. But if they got really good combat ability, which means you can't killing move on them, you can't stealth them, and you can't do any sort of range attack on them. I'm like, that's how I get rid of most of their health at the beginning. You should do a ranged attack, or you do like a shadow strike, or you do kind of a stealth attack.
Yes.
And also ones that have the ability of calling more people, that have that kind of the gang thing going on as well.
Ah.
Yeah. They have like more protection. Yeah, they have more protection than normal, and then lots of people keep appearing. And it just gets really hard because you can't attack them because there's so many other people around. You end up attacking everyone else except them all the time.
Yes.
So trying to get them isolated is the way to go. Like try and clear a lot of the area before you start, and then take them out if they've got all the protections. What I discovered was bees always good, like the stun. That normally works on most of them. You stun them. It's a stun. It does like that kind of. It's like a ghosty thing kind of thing happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
do you teleport to them?
No, it's when you're standing next to them. You press B once, and then you press it twice, and they normally go into a stun mode, and then you can do some sort of X attack on them, which is like a stabbing attack on them.
I wonder if that's a move I've forgotten.
Yeah, because I wasn't using it much until I got really struggled, and then I discovered that's actually a really good way of just knocking them down and stopping them attacking you.
And these are for the captains?
For the captains and warlords, yeah. Take out the main guys.
Right.
Yeah. You almost kill the other guys. You can just kill straight away if you do it on them. But it just stuns them. Yeah, and it's quite fun actually, because the way they do it is like a war thing at the end, where you kind of take your warlords with you. And I think I took over everybody. All of them were mine. Because I was just taking everybody over. Every captain I found, I'll just take them over. I found all the captains. Then I was like, right, okay, now I'm going to take on the last mission. And it was actually quite easy, because one of the things you have to do is take out 5 warlords. But because I had all these other warlords with me, it wasn't actually that difficult. So I just concentrated on one of them who was really hard to kill. And then all the rest of them died anyway, because of the warlords I had with me.
Yep.
I was like, this is awesome.
Oh, good
So-
on you. I struggled
yeah.
with that one. I didn't get it naturally. I had to go after it. Now, here's something you would have experienced this when you started the game, but it's gone from the game now. And that's it's not a multiplayer element, but it's an element where you can avenge your friends
Oh, I
where
never.
they've died.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
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 Do you remember that?
Yes, definitely. So was that? I thought that was in the second game. So that was in the first game, was it?
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
they turned the servers off.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
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 Because
'Cause
it
I was
pop up
always-
all the time, didn't it?
Yeah, they did. I was always avenging Perky Turkey's death. Always. So much death.
Oh, yes, that's hilarious.
It was good fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's
so
really cool.
you finished it.
I did the story, yeah, and I did as much as I can be bothered. I haven't done all the achievements because some of them are ridiculous, and a lot of them are tied to the DLC as well.
Yeah. Have you? So you haven't finished the DLCs?
I haven't even started the DLCs. I might
Okay.
save them, I think.
Yeah. Save them.
Yeah.
Save them.
And no rush.
There is a very difficult achievement that you might remember my stories from earlier in the year, where you had to catch a dude on fire and then execute him. Oh, I think it took me an hour and a half.
All right.
You have
okay.
to get the timing perfect. So not only do you have to throw him in the fire, but while he's on fire, which is not forever, you have to stun him.
Which is the
so
B.
that
That's the
which
B.
is the B. You have to. I think you double tap B and you flip over him.
No, it's A. If you press A towards
A.
the person, it flicks over them. Yeah.
That's the
And
one.
that,
So
that
he's-
kicks him in the back of the head and stuns him.
That's right.
Yes.
So he has to be on fire. You have to do that to him, where you jump over him, stun him, and then you do the very quick attack. Whoosh, 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 whoosh,
Yeah, the
whoosh,
X. Yeah,
and
yeah.
it ends in an execution.
Nice.
But he has to be on fire, and he
Right.
doesn't stay on fire forever.
So you just got to keep doing it until you get the timing quick.
Yeah, and then you'll find it's difficult to actually get him on fire in the first place.
Because you got to grab him, I guess, have you? Grab him, throw him
Got to
through
grab
the fire.
him, throw him on the fire, but then you're actually quite far away. So you have
Yes.
to run to him, then you
Yep.
jump over him. Oh, it was very difficult. Very difficult. Anyway, good luck on that one. I know.
So
you're
how
not
does it
gonna-
work with the DLC? Do they give you all the powers, all the abilities, or do you have to go around and kind of find stuff again?
No, you're in the same. You are as you are. Once
Oh,
you're
that's
finished,
good.
and it's just a different area.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Yeah,
I
very
wasn't
cool.
sure if I'd have to start again from scratch and go, I'll learn all my abilities again, but because I've got all the abilities ever for everything.
You're further than me though. Although I finished the dwarfs quest, the dwarfs DLC.
Yeah, he's cool. Torvin. He's cool.
He is pretty cool.
Yeah. Although he's kind of useless at the last fight. I won't tell you what happens, but you kind of go along, he's all talk, and then he doesn't do anything for the whole last fight. You're like, whatever.
Really?
And it's not the easiest. I did it first go, but it was hard. I had to think about it. It was kind of running around lots.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I can hear Carl sneezing. My word. Poor man.
Who's on
Poor
fire?
man.
Am I? He says, who's on fire? Am I on fire? Yes, Carl.
Yes. Yes.
That's right.
Okay. Alrighty. I have two stories, but one game. I was playing a lot of State of Decay 2 this last week. I knew how close I was. I knew how close I was to the end.
So because you've completed it, yes, story mode.
I have now, yeah.
When you say complete a story, have you done all like? Is there an actual story you follow step by step? Kind of do this, and then.
Yeah. So basically, you've got different personalities of people, and
Yes, you try and
you
keep them
elect
alive.
them as your leader.
Yeah.
But you can only have one leader, obviously. Depending on their personality trait, that's the type of leader they are. So mine was a trader. So that's her personality trait. She wants to trade. So what I considered the finishing of the story was getting to the end. I'll explain how that works. Getting to the end and leaving a legacy. So the achievement I got at the end was finish the trader's legacy. But you have to do that for each of the different types of characters.
Oh, okay. So you make them the
Yeah.
kind of central character of your story almost.
That's right. And they have goals that they want to achieve. So my
Staying
leaders,
alive is one of them, I suspect.
that's the main goal. Secondary goal. So my lady wanted to basically, she started by creating a trading circle with several other clans of ours. So this clan had a lot of hygiene products, but they were bored out of their minds. The other clan had a lot of weapons, but not a lot of hygiene products. And another clan had like all this Xbox gear, but they didn't have anybody to shoot with. So you basically,
Multiplayer wasn't that great, yeah.
you get them talking to each other. And then finally you're like, right, let's create a trade summit. We're going to do it here. And I'm going to stop there because it's going to ruin my first story otherwise. So
That's a tease.
it's not an interesting tease. Don't get your hopes up.
Oh, okay. I was excited.
End game's not exciting, okay? So last week I started up State of Decay. I had a look on True Achievements to see what was required to finish the game. And I skimmed it. I skimmed it several days before, so I'd forgotten half of it.
Nice.
I picked my leader, and I'm like, right, I know that end game starts when you've taken out all the plague hearts.
Ah, this makes sense. You did that a couple weeks ago with Carl.
That's right.
Yes.
So I'm like, I bet I'm 15 minutes away from completing the game. So I grabbed my leader. She was fully healthy. I hopped in my semi beat up car next to no fuel. I had a gun and some ammo, no health. Because I'm like, it's okay. I only need to survive 15 minutes. So I looked on the map, and there's 3 points where there's a little open door symbol. And I hover over it, and it's like, well, that's where you head out. You head out into the unknown. And I'm like, right, well, I've finished all the plague hearts. I'm obviously on my way to better things. And that's the end of the game.
Oh, so unknown as in away from the map. Unknown.
Yes. Yeah, like they're kind
off
of
the map.
exit
nice.
door icons.
Yep.
So I'm like, right, I just need this car. It just needs to get me there.
Mm-hmm.
What do I need health for? I don't know.
Sounds like the start of a Blues Brothers movie. Packet of smokes, half tank of gas.
Exactly. I was basically on my way.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to heaven right now. I don't need much,
No, exactly. Travel light.
Oh, so yeah, I headed off to the closest world exit. And as I got closer, everything was going pretty well. And I'll tell you now, the only thing that was going for me was that it was daylight. I get to the world exit, and I hop out the car because obviously, I don't know, in my logic mind, I needed to walk there. I needed to walk the little
it's kind of
rest
like
of the way.
Yeah, like a kind of momentum, like the music playing in the background, strolling through the door. Yep.
Yeah, it's a door for humans, not cars. So I head out. Now the whole screen then fills up with a text box that gave me a yes or no answer. It was basically like, if you do this, you can't turn back.
Okay.
And in my mind, that made sense because I'm finishing the
this
game
is the
now.
mission of no return. Yeah.
But I didn't get a chance to read the whole thing before I started getting attacked by zombies. So, you have to hold down X for yes.
Yeah, to confirm it.
But you just have to tap B to say no. So I thought, no, it's fine. I want to do this slowly because I want to read the end game stuff. So I exited out of that quickly, and I started to defend myself, and things started going really badly. It's only recently that I've managed to get my head around how the guns work, but of course you use guns, they attract more zombies. I didn't bring any of my mates with me. That was another mistake. And you know that this game is permadeath. Yeah?
Oh, yeah, true.
If you lose a character, they're dead.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where it was just swarming with zombies, and I had gotten the final death blow. Now, like in Mordor, if you get a death blow, you get a second chance.
Yes. That's right.
Yeah, quick time event.
Mm-hmm.
I don't quite remember what the quick time event was in State of Decay, but I got that second wind, which gave me half my health back, and I got really good at dodging. I just dodged every
Just get out
zombie
of
I
the way.
could.
Yeah.
I managed to hop in the car, managed to boost maybe 200 meters before the car blew up. I got out of the car and then I had to run all the way home. And that was the beginning of what I thought was the end.
Right.
So that was me. That was me thinking I'd nearly finished the game and nearly killing my main character.
Preparation.
So once I was home, got my poor character into bed, I opened TA and I'm like, what the heck did I do wrong? So now I'll tell you the truth about how to finish the game. You get rid of all the plague hearts. And now, of course, and everyone is yelling at me who's listening to this, you look at what your main character's next side quest is. It's a main quest. And you go and you do that until the last quest is kind of like a mini horde, actually. You have to fight off some guys. You have to fight off some real people. Then you have a horde of zombies. And then you have to take out a juggernaut.
Oh, okay.
So that's the answer.
Yeah, okay.
And then at the end of that, you finish the game.
So what was on the exit then? Do you know? If you'd gone through that A, what would actually happened?
From what I understand, when you start the game, you get given 3 options of where to settle your base.
Oh, so you would have moved base and started again.
I think if you leave the world, you get a chance to settle somewhere else. Maybe in a new world, maybe just in a different terrain.
Yeah, you're
But
right. There's
that's what
different
that
areas.
is. Yeah.
That's not the exit.
No, it's not. It's like a fake exit.
That's right.
So
A tease.
yeah. What is quite nice is I was fully prepared now when I got to the real end mission. I brought my mate, Dylan.
Yep. Guns.
And of course, guns.
Health.
Lots of health. And then the 3 leaders of the traders that I had gathered together. So there were 5 of us shooting off zombies. So that was quite nice, quite easy, which was fortunate because I had to do it twice. My first ending glitched.
Oh,
I had
right.
to go back.
AI was any good? Were they helpful?
They were pretty good. They have a different strategy to me. They kind of stood in the middle with their backs to each other.
Oh,
And,
nice.
I just
That's
like
classic,
ran around.
TV kind of pose, isn't it? Everyone stands with their back to each
Exactly.
other. Yeah.
Exactly. And I was the one running around just trying to dodge zombies.
But you did it. That's so cool.
I did
So
it. Yeah.
is there multiple endings then? So if you pick a different guide, you get a different finish?
There's no cutscene. You just get different quests.
Oh, okay. All right.
In regards to the boss side of it, I don't know. I think they're pretty similar.
Yeah,
I
because I
think
remember when you first started, you choose a character, then you're kind of running, aren't you, to get somewhere? Which is like the opening, how the game starts is a scene like that. Like you're like 3 of you, I think there is. And it kind of introduces you to the characters as you're running through some sort of yard or something like that. Oh. And then you get to the first place, which is you would make your base, your little house, or whatever you make.
Yeah, you might be right. I
That's how they
started this game
introduce
in
you.
2018.
Yeah, same. I just started this day 1, this game, yeah.
Right, yeah. Oh, this is not going to be quite as funny as it was in real life. But just for reference, Kyle's world, he's got about 7 survivors.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No one dies.
And he's pretty good. I mean, they're not happy because there's not a lot of resources to go around. But he watched me play this, my first story where I went out completely blind and nearly killed myself. Opened up my community. And I had lost someone in his world, I think. And I have 3 community members. And he just lost it. I thought that was the funniest thing ever. So, but the good thing is if you only have 3 survivors, there's a lot of resources to go around.
There is, that's right.
Generally happy.
Because I remember someone left because they weren't happy with mine.
Really?
Someone had an argument, they weren't very happy, and someone left.
It was just an argument.
Yeah, they didn't like it. Someone didn't like somebody, or someone did something, and they didn't like each other. And you're supposed to do this like reconciliation conversation. I did it, and they just left. I was like, oh, okay, that's annoying.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so no one actually died, but they don't like each other.
Very like banished them. Okay, bye. You can
They
go on your
banished
own.
themselves. They just left. They just went out. Yeah.
I've just remembered between those two stories of mine where I was finishing the quests, I picked up some new guys, which I thought was helpful. In my horrible mind, I'm like, well, if I bring up new guys with me, at least their death is not as. It
Oh, you
doesn't
don't
hurt as
feel so much about them. Wow.
Now, I recall taking out Juggernauts slightly easier than they are now. I don't know if they've rebalanced things.
Oh, I remember the first one we met at the time. We were trying to drive a car into it. It wasn't working. It wasn't dying.
No, it doesn't work.
No. you
But
actually have
yeah,
to do stuff.
I brought one of these new guys along for my main quest, and the poor man died. And I thought to myself, well, technically that's what you were for, but I couldn't.
So he's
I
like
couldn't-
he's like the red jacket from the Star Trek stuff. The red guy in
Yeah.
the red always dies.
Yeah, like a meat shield, really.
And meat shield, nice.
Because yeah, we had taken on a Juggernaut, and the Juggernaut was so close, I couldn't recover his body. So he's still there. I'm
He's a
so
zombie,
sorry.
isn't he?
I'm so sorry. Yeah, probably. Probably.
He'll come back
Do you
and
think
haunt you.
zombies seek revenge?
It's a good question. I don't know. I hope he's wearing something really distinctive, like a red jacket, so you can see him.
I think he was wearing a cap.
A cap. Okay, he might have his
That'll
cap
do.
still on. Yeah,
Yep.
nice.
Yeah. So there you go. Sorry about my rambling. I hope that was mildly amusing.
I know it's good. Not knowing what you're doing, reading the instructions, not paying attention, and then doing the wrong thing. It's great.
I tried reading the instructions wrong. It's because I wanted to read the instructions to see what to do, but at the same time, I do it with eyes half closed because
You want to do it yourself. You want to work it out. Yeah,
I kind of
definitely.
want to work it out. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's completely my own fault.
Funny. So the game was actually trying to help you. That's what's funny. Because if you had just followed what you should have done, which is do the main story missions, you would have got there anyway. So
Yes, I
Yes.
thought doing all the play cards meant I was this close. And I just needed to be in the right spot and the game would take me off to heaven.
just like whisk you away from zombies.
Yep. Yep.
So I played another game, which was
Yep.
basically the same as the last game.
Shadow of War.
Shadow of War. Well, so I started it up. I installed it first of all. I saw there's a 4K pack. I was like, ooh, this
Oh.
is exciting. Yeah, there was like a 20 gig download for a 4K pack.
Wow.
Wow.
Is it like a Series X update?
I think so, yeah. I don't know. I don't remember. I had no idea because I had no idea. Because I actually bought the game years ago. When it first came out, I bought it because I kind of in EB Games and I had some money and I had some coupons to spend. I was like, oh, Shadow War's out. I'll get that and play that game. And then I loaded it up and it said, Nemesis system's really good. It will take your game from the Shadow of Mordor, your guy in there, and take him across. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, but I haven't completed the game. So I've kind of got like a half-finished game taken across.
Oh.
Yeah. So I
Right.
played it for a couple hours. I actually looked. I played it for a couple of hours, but obviously I just messed around in there for a bit. So I decided,
Okay.
yeah, I thought, oh, well, okay, so I've now completed the game, and then I've got a super powerful character and kind of powerful guys, 20 level orcs and stuff in there, or Urks. Yurks, what would you call them?
When you say you finished the game, you mean you finished Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor, and
Yep,
all my guys I've taken over at kind of high level, like all level 20 warlords.
Mm-hmm.
I thought if I can get some of those guys to come and join me, it could be quite fun to kind of see how that works.
Yeah.
But what I didn't realize was actually like it kind of introduces you slowly into the game, so it kind of gives you a little area to play in, and kind of goes through all the different things that you can do, and then it takes you into another area which is slightly bigger with more different stuff you can do. So I haven't actually got that far yet. But
What is that part of the mountain in Awakuni where you take the kids? You know, the easy side?
Arakuni.
Yeah, Awakuni, where you go snowboarding.
Oh, I
There's
don't. Oh, okay.
there's a kid's side of the mountain.
Yeah, they call it the
Happy Valley?
Happy Valley.
Thank you,
yeah,
Kyle.
that's right. Yeah, Happy Valley.
Yeah, so you start off Shadow of War in Happy Valley.
Happy Valley. Yeah,
Where
yeah.
you learn how to do
But
the thing.
because I'd also been playing this other one for like, oh, you're right. The timing doesn't work as well. The timing just keeps going when you're on paused on Shadow of Mordor. You know, you said it doesn't. It got to like 180 hours or something in the end. I thought I don't think I've spent that long
Right.
playing this game.
Yep. Nope.
No, so it's slightly broken. So TA says 16 hours, and the game says 180. So I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I felt like it was 25 hours the first time I played it free on PC because I think Steam watches you quite well and works out what you do.
Yes. Yes,
But
it would.
I've
But
done
there's
more because I've done all the
there's-
pickups as well, so I've done more than that.
yes. There's also no concept of quick resume on Steam, so
Yeah, so that's right.
be
Yeah,
better.
yeah. So probably about 40 hours, I reckon. So it's a pretty reasonable game, I reckon. Because I would have done normal 25 for completing it plus all the achievements I picked up anyway. Shadow of War Happy Valley Edition. Yeah, 4K.
4K, yeah, don't forget.
4K. So because I've been in such a habit of playing this other game for the last couple of weeks, this game's really easy because I kind of knew already. It's so easy. And I was taking out because all the captains are like, "Oh, captain." Captain says lots of words to you, and I'm like, "What's your weakness?" Cool, and then I just go and take him out. I've died once playing so far out of about 5 hours,
Okay.
and then I got him back and killed him. And they have a thing here where you kill captains and they don't actually die because I chopped off his arms and his leg or something, and he came back with false arm and false leg. And had
Whoa.
cheated death.
Whoa, that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. He's like, haha, I've kind of come back and I'm going to get you this time. I'm like, oh, okay. So this time they chopped his head off when I killed him. So that kind of, I reckon he'll stop this time.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can't come back from that.
Can't come up from that. But it's,
What were the prosthetics made of? Because it's not like they
oh,
have.
bits of wood and
plastic.
metal, basically. Yeah, the wood and metal.
Really?
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, it was quite fun. So there for that, that's a new thing they brought in is cheat death where you can knock them out and you're about to kill them. And then he does like a move to get out of it and gets a bit of health back again. So it's like a cheat death thing he does.
It's kind of like what you get.
Yes,
you-
that's right. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. But he doesn't kill you or do anything to you. He just runs away.
Is it just random whether he gets out of
Yes,
that?
very much so.
Oh.
Yeah. Some of them just die. It's like some of them you do. I always do the research. I just do that because it's way, and you can actually quite easily pick up a lot of research now. You just grab the guy and interrogate them.
Yep.
So if it's if it's like a stealth kill, always for kills first time, I'll just do that. I'll just sneak around and stealth kill them. It is quite cool. So they've had another thing where you actually take over the main guy. What's his name? Kerenborn, whatever his name is. Caradorn. You know, the elven guy.
Kellen Brimbor.
That's something like that. Yeah.
Kyle, did I get that right?
And they do really cool things. So you can have like when you're fighting him, you can do this like build up this power, press both buttons, and then you can press X lots, and he does like this like elven attack, and it just zooms around in like a ghost manner and takes out loads of people. And it introduces you to these kind of really cool little functions that you can do now, new stuff that you get because of him.
Neat.
Yeah, so it's more about him, his abilities as much now as yours. Like they've kind of made more about the elven guy.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Do you bring over any of your abilities or do you start from scratch?
Nothing yet. No, start from scratch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nothing yet. And it's annoying because I used to do Shadow Strike all the time. It was a really good way of traveling. If you wanted to get high somewhere, you'd travel and take out the archer at the top. Like, oh no, I have to go and climb and do stuff like that.
So I've heard Shadow of War is 3 times as big as Shadow of Mordor. Do you think you'll finish it by the end of the month?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I've done one area. I've 100% one area. Like picked up every single item possible in one area so far.
Already?
I'm now on the second area. Yeah. I spent the weekend
Wow.
playing it basically.
Right. How many areas are there?
I don't know. If you zoom out to the map, you can kind of zoom out and it does like a big area you can look at. But a lot of it like you can't see much of it because it's all kind of grayed out. You know, that shadowy sort of stuff going on, so you can't see where you're going. Which is what I was saying. They kind of slowly introduce the game to you. They kind of give you this area to play in. And you're like, cool. And then they go, next area is this, and then you got the next mission takes you here. Yeah. It's cool. It's a pretty game. It's way prettier than Shadow of Mordor.
Really?
Yeah, really pretty game.
And there's still a photo mode?
There was no photo mode in the first one.
You serious?
Is there? I couldn't work out how to press it. I looked it up and couldn't work it out.
I think I want to say it's up arrow.
Up arrow.
Up on the D-pad, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I played with it, but I couldn't work it out. But no, it's way prettier than the second one. Lots more cool lighting and stuff going on.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
and
cool.
You kind of saw the idea is that you're being invaded by lots of orcs, and the first thing you do is just defending a city. So you're trying to stop them and defending. You can do there's this really cool things that are taking out these, like they're basically shooting massive boulders of fire at you, and there's these creatures, these massive creatures, and you take them out, you shoot them, and then you go and take them over. Then you can take them over and actually use them against the orcs. And you hear the orcs going, "What's going on? This guy's attacking us," and all this kind of stuff. They're kind of complaining because they're being attacked by their own.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the story? You're your own agent, aren't you? You're not working for anybody.
Kind of. You get because how it finishes is you're kind of released, and you go back to your wife and your kids who are dead, but you kind of go back and hang out in the afterlife with them.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I was sure they died. Oh,
Everyone's
okay.
dead. Yeah, but he's been brought back to life and used by the elven guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
That's the
Okay.
kind of story. So it happens again. He gets used again.
Oh, poor guy.
Poor guy, yeah, indeed. Yeah, he gets resurrected again, basically. And currently your mission is to take to stop Sauron getting, the eyes, the all-seeing
eye.
eyes that you pick up. Just there's one of those in this city, minus something over, and you have to stop Sauron getting it, basically. So that's the idea. But you can't just go there and do that. You've got to do a load of stuff to get to it. And you're working with the spider, the Sheeble.
Oh, yes,
She's
I
in
remember
it.
that.
Yeah, she's in it the whole time.
She's on your side.
She's on. Well. She's a spider.
You can't trust those spiders.
Can't trust spiders. She steals your ring. She make a new ring, ring of power, and then get captured by the Spider Woman. Sherbal, her name is. I'm really bad for names tonight. I'm too tired, I think. And she steals your ring off you, and then she's going, "Oh, you want your ring back? Can you do this for me?" So it's one of those.
Shelob.
Shelob, that's it. Yeah, Shelob. Yeah, Shelob. Yeah.
Right. And chronologically, where does this come in the books? Before.
Well, Gollum's still around, so I reckon it's before Lord of the Rings.
Right.
I'm doing a mission currently with Gollum.
Right. Okay.
Sounds
Alright,
like bad fan fiction.
Well, yeah.
You're such a purist, Carl.
Yeah, I mean, we'll wait, right? Do you get to ride the spider?
Oh, we'll find out.
You'll find out.
I don't think
Please
it's that
take a
sort of...
screenshot when you do.
I already have.
Oh.
So if you look at the very top of the screenshots, one of the first ones I dropped in was a picture of her. But not as a spider, she's a woman.
Oh, well, that's confusing. How can
Exactly.
you expect me to recognize her?
Sorry, yes. No, she's a white-faced woman.
Right.
Like, she's kind of
okay.
luminescent sort of face.
Oh, yes, I know the screenshot you're talking about.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
her.
That's her,
Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. The fidelity's increased massively, though. Like, it's an incredible looking game.
Cool.
Yeah. And they've added, it's easy to travel. I don't even remember playing it, but kind of running is a bit slow sometimes, jumping around some places. And you can't always use the towers to jump around, especially at the beginning. But now they have you can use your focus to speed run, which is great.
Cool.
So you can kind of zip around places, and they did a double jump as well, which is nice. So you can double jump from places, so you can stay high all the time. So they've kind of made it easier to jump around a bit.
Double jump was not something I missed in the first game.
But when you've got it, it's really handy. Yeah.
I can imagine.
I use it all the time because you can just you can just stay high all the time, which is the best place to be because you don't want to be.
I agree with you, but the rest of the game, apart from the magic elements, were pretty realistic. All the sneaky parts.
Oh yeah.
But double jump is not possible.
It is if you turn into an elf halfway through the jump, which is what happens.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
the elf helps you.
elves can fly, right?
Well, he's magic, so that whole falling off great heights thing is a bit like that. It's that sort of style. So you can jump from anywhere because he takes over and lands for you. It's a bit like that. He just goes, "Oh, I'll give you a bit of a kick," and then you can kind of land. Elves can fly. It's because of their ears.
Yes. Yeah, I apologize in advance for any Lord of the Rings fans. I'm
elf
I'm not
fans.
an idiot, but I am just having fun. It's too fun to wind people up.
Yes.
Too easy too, hey?
It's a cool game, though. I think I had a little bit of hate when it came out, but it is a cool game. It does continue the story really well. And
good.
even at the beginning, it calls back to how it finished on the last one, which I thought was nice. Because I'd just seen it, obviously, but I was like, oh, yeah, that's really kind of nice where they've just called back and, linked it together nicely.
I think when I start Shadow of War, you'll just have to recap me on what happened
Yes.
at the end of the first game.
Yeah. That's cool. I'm glad I did it, though. I'm glad I started because I wasn't going to. I was going to. No, I can't keep playing Shadow of Mordor for a whole month, but I seem to be stuck playing it now.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what you're going to be playing for the next week. Shadow of War?
I don't know. I'm enjoying it. I'm still enjoying it. I want to see my Nemesis guy come through. I want to call one of my orcs through and see what happens.
Yeah.
I didn't think it would take that long. I thought they'd kind of bring that in quite quick, but it's not happened yet.
Interesting. I guess it's weird. It's a tricky thing balancing players that have played before and new players.
True, yeah. And I haven't got into, because what the idea is that you actually have an orc army and you use them to attack fellow orcs to take over cities. And I think that's when you get your orcs. That's when you get your guys.
Ah, okay.
Because they come with you from the other game. I think that's how it works. because I haven't got access to any of that yet. I'm still messing around. I'm still about to
Okay.
take out. So there's a keep I'm going to take out, and you take out the main leader of the keep,
Right.
which then weakens them, and then you can kind of take over the keep. So I'm just working on that currently.
Keeps are like strongholds, or are
Yes.
they two separate things?
Yeah, I think the same thing. Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your game for next week.
I think so. Yeah, unless I see something pop up. Though some of those games that came out this week were pretty cool.
Oh yes, yes they are.
Yeah, I think there's one dropping this week which looked interesting.
Yes, one on the 23rd, and I can't remember what it is.
No.
Sorry, I
I want to go on Flight Sim actually and do the Top Gun thing. To be honest.
want to watch you do it. Make sure you stream it when you do.
Okay. I have to install it again. Though it's a massive game. I have to reinstall it. That's why I've not done it.
That's true. Maybe do it next month.
Yes. Yeah.
Next week I'll probably continue playing mishmash of games. I want to continue A Pirate's Life with Kyle on Sunday, hopefully. And Lee, if you're around, do you want to join us?
Yeah, I'd like to actually. Yeah.
Are you happy to start halfway through?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's lots of fun. I'd love to finish A Pirate's Life before the end of the month.
Okay.
That would be nice. But
Challenge accepted.
we only really have a chance to play on Sundays. So, I don't know. We have 2 Sundays left? Maybe
Oh,
3?
you just have to start at like about 8 in the morning and just play through. Just keep going.
Oh, each chapter's about 2 hours. And by the end of that, I'm a bit sick of it.
What? Well, you have
So
to go
no.
back to help me through number 1 then. Number 1, chapter 1 and 2. And then by the time you've done that, you'll be like, okay, I'm cool. I'm ready for the next chapter.
Okay, I'll play through the first chapters with you if you're okay with me trying to get all the commendations for that chapter, because I'd
Yeah.
like to get that achievement.
Yeah, that's fine. I can do the same then.
Yeah, great. Yep, I'll just sit there with the guide and I'll read through it beforehand so I don't bore you too much.
That's fine. I play with Kingsman, who does that. He just goes, right, come over here. We're going to do this. And don't forget to do this. And just drags me through all the different achievements. And I go, yep, sweet. Show
You're
me
so
the
gracious.
way. Show me the way. It's fine.
That's good of you. I will be playing more of Final Fantasy 13. However, don't get your hopes up for any exciting stories. The game is very linear. And I'm so close to the end now, I don't want to give away any end game stuff.
I want to play Gears 5. I want to finish Gears 5, Kyle.
Yes. Yes, we
I
can
haven't got
help you with
much
that
to
too.
do. Yeah. We could jump. Oh, you've got it reinstalled now, haven't you?
I
Did you-
never uninstalled it.
Oh, I thought the campaign was not stored. You had the game multiplayer
Oh.
only and not the campaign.
I didn't realize that I only had half the game installed.
That's right, yeah. You must have
Yeah.
gone, oh, yeah, I can save some space. I'll just remove this bit.
Yeah,
Must
I
have
don't
prompted you.
remember. But it's bizarre that I would have known how to half uninstall a game in the first place.
I think it prompts you in the game. It would have said,
Ah.
when you finish a campaign, it would have gone, oh, do you want to install it now? You're done. Yeah. Sweet, because it's one of the big things they were pushing at the time.
Right. That could be, because I know we disliked it so much, we thought, well, we're not going to play this anytime soon.
Yeah.
A replay. It was a long time ago.
That's right, yes.
2 years ago.
Was it 2 years I had that game?
5
set
lockdowns ago.
there? That's right, yes.
Oh,
Countless COVID tests.
exactly. Okay, so if we're all done for the night,
I think we're done, yeah. Just 2 games. Quite nice.
fantastic. So that's our show for this week. Remember, guys, pay the fee. If you want to follow us on socials, check out our Linktree link in the episode description.
No, go to our website.
It has a link to our website. We're slowly we're starting to discontinue the Linktree.
I think so, yeah.
In
I thought
favour
you-
of the
I thought you
website.
changed that text, actually. That's interesting. I'll have to tell them off.
So yeah, that's where all our stuff are. We're in the middle of creating a screenshot of the week page on our website. Stay tuned for that.
It's actually there if you can find it. It's actually
It
hiding.
is.
Yeah.
It's halfway done.
Yeah.
if you can-
It's
if you're
been
smart.
sneaky, yeah.
You figure out where it is. There's screenshots. The latest month and a half are missing. So no, don't. I shouldn't be saying this stuff out loud. I'm giving myself away. So if people want to follow us individually, where can they find you, Lee?
I am Lee Howard on Twitter and on Xbox. And Lee Howard 25 on Twitch. I want my 50 people. Come on, people. Follow me.
You trying to get to affiliate?
I want to get a affiliate, yeah.
Cool. I think the trick I see from Twitch people is to have a schedule.
Yeah, but I can't have schedules. My schedule:
know, I know.
podcast Monday, maybe Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. That's the problem.
Hey.
It's like the first 3 days are kind of done, and by the time I've done the podcast, I'm knackered. I can't game
Oh,
for like an
yeah.
hour or two. So
Not on the same day, no, but weekends.
weekends, yeah. Well, I just kind of stream all day for Saturday and Sunday. Does that count? That's what
Do
I did
you
last
stream?
week. Yeah, I did last week.
Yeah.
I streamed all day last week, all day, 2 days in a row. I did like 40 hours in 30 days last
Yeah,
month.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. And for me, you can find me at JimBeanNZ on Xbox and Twitter. And poor Kyle, who is sick on the couch right now, if you feel like you want to give him some love, you can find him on Xbox and Twitter at Zarkrius, which is spelt
Badly.
Xarius. Xarcius.
Even your wife doesn't know how to spell it, bro.
I got it right. I had to just think real hard. I had to look after the man. My brain's only half here.
Oh, because you had to look after him.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm being a good wife, I think. So, yeah, it's time for us to go. Time for Lee to go to bed, although I know he won't.
No, it's only it's not that late, but
I know. And time for me to either play games or go to the gym. I think I want to do one more than the other.
play games.
But we have been the XboxCast, and we'll see you all on Xbox Live. Goodbye and good night.